An elderly tattoo artist is tattooing a Yakuza boss in Osaka. The boss complains about the pain, and the elderly man tries to reassure him, but the boss responds with threats. Soon after, someone enters and hands the boss an envelope addressed to him. Upon opening it, they find it filled with black sand. The elderly man reveals that years ago, he saw someone open a similar envelope, after which a mysterious figure emerged from the shadows and slaughtered everyone. He, too, was attacked but survived due to a congenital condition. His heart is on the right side of his chest instead of the left. He shows them a large scar on his chest, now covered by a tattoo. The Yakuza men lean in to examine the tattoo and realize it depicts a ninja, the same kind of warrior the old man described as the one who emerged from the shadows. The Yakuza boss and his men mock the old man, dismissing the ninja tale as an ancient legend. However, their laughter is abruptly cut short when one of the Yakuza members is decapitated by a sharp object. Chaos ensues as an unseen assassin methodically eliminates everyone in the room, despite the Yakuza's frantic attempts to shoot back. The massacre ends with the boss being ruthlessly killed. The scene shifts to Mika, a Europol agent, who is explaining her findings to her superior, Ryan Maslow. She connects the murders of influential figures to a mysterious group known as the Ozunu clan, which she believes is a clan of assassins. Mika has discovered that the Ozunu clan has a long history of carrying out assassinations for clients, always charging a fixed price. She theorizes that the massacre we witnessed at the Yakuza club is linked to the Ozunu clan. Ryan is skeptical, as the idea of a ninja clan operating in modern times seems far-fetched. Next, we see a man doing laundry in a Berlin laundromat. A woman nearby struggles with her machine and asks for his help. As the man approaches her, he asks which clan she belongs to. Taken aback, she immediately attacks him with a knife. A violent fight ensues, but the laundromat attendant, checking on the commotion, finds only a running machine with blood pouring from it, revealing a body inside. The following day, Ryan tells Mika that his team has investigated her theory and discovered information about a secret organization called the Nine Clans. He mentions that a former high-ranking KGB agent, Alexei Sabatin, had tried to expose this organization, linking it to a series of high-profile assassinations over the decades. However, Sabatin was dismissed as mentally unstable. Meanwhile, the man from the laundromat fight is revealed to be Rizzo, a ninja living in Berlin. His apartment is filled with hidden weapons. As Rizzo reflects on his past, we see flashbacks to his childhood, when he was an orphan taken in by Lord Ozunu, the leader of the Ozunu clan. Rizzo, along with other children, was subjected to grueling physical and mental training, intended to turn them into heartless ninja assassins. During this time, Rizzo developed a bond with a fellow trainee, Kiriko, who cared for him and tended to his wounds after harsh training sessions. These tender moments left a lasting impression on Rizzo, in contrast to the violent, unforgiving environment. The scene shifts to Mika visiting Alexei Sabatin's home, where she is warmly received by his wife. Mika inquires about Sabatin's investigation and the connection between the Nine Clans and the assassination of the Prime Minister. Sabatin's wife explains that, as the investigation progressed, her husband became increasingly paranoid. He began installing extra locks, motion sensors, and lights throughout their home to eliminate shadows, areas where the assassins could potentially hide. One day, a man visited Sabatin, and the two had a serious conversation. Sabatin's wife never knew the details of their discussion, but afterward, Sabatin appeared terrified. She also reveals that immediately after the mysterious man's visit, a sudden power outage plunged their house into complete darkness. It was at this time that Sabatin was killed. She does not provide further details about her husband's death but, moved by Mika's dedication to her husband's work, hands over his entire investigative file on the Nine Clans. When Mika reviews Sabatin's files, she finds evidence supporting the existence of the clans and sees Rizzo in security footage from Sabatin's house shortly before his death. The next day, Mika is visited by one of her superiors, Zabransky, while in her office. He inquires whether she has noticed anything suspicious about Ryan's behavior. Growing suspicious of Zabransky's motives, Mika cautiously replies that Ryan has not been acting out of the ordinary. Later, when Mika meets with Ryan outside the office, he reveals that Zabransky had approached him earlier, asking similar questions about Mika. They begin to suspect they are being monitored because of their investigation into the Nine Clans and believe someone may attempt to disrupt their progress. Ryan warns Mika to stay vigilant, emphasizing that the 9 clans are protected by powerful people worldwide. Meanwhile, Raizo reflects on his past with Kiriko. He recalls finding her pruning the roots of a bonsai tree, warning her that she would get into trouble. However, Kiriko explained that all living things, including bonsai trees, have a heart and the right to choose their own path. Raizo, who believed he had no heart, was encouraged by Kiriko to listen to his own heartbeat. She affirmed that, like her, he also had a heart. Following this, Raizo endured even harsher training. Lord Ozunu ordered him to wear an eye patch for an entire year, performing all tasks blindfolded so that he would grow accustomed to darkness. A ninja, Lord Ozunu said, must be able to fight in any situation. Raizo struggled at first but eventually learned to fight using only his heightened sense of hearing. He even became able to hear Kiriko's heartbeat, which he realized was in sync with his own, even when they were apart. One day, after defeating her opponent, Kiriko was ordered to kill him, but she refused, showing mercy. As punishment, Lord Ozunu slashed her face and locked her in a bamboo cage. Feeling pity for her, Raizo visited her at night and gave her water. On another rainy night, Kiriko attempted to escape the clan's ninja school. Knowing her intentions, Raizo tried to stop her, warning her that anyone caught attempting to flee would face death. Despite his pleas, Kiriko was determined to leave, bidding him farewell before climbing over the wall. The scene shifts to the present, where Raizo has learned of Mika and her location. Meanwhile, Ryan, having further analyzed Sabaton's investigation, warns Mika of the imminent danger. He gives her a gun for protection and advises her to find a safe place to hide. When Mika arrives at her apartment, she discovers a power outage in the entire building, a development she had feared. Entering her apartment with apprehension, she finds an envelope and opens it, spilling black sand, a sign that an attack is imminent. Just as she is attacked from the darkness, her life is saved when an iron chain blocks the assassin's sword. It is revealed that there are 2 ninjas in the pitch-black apartment. One of the ninjas, Raizo, fights off the assassin sent to kill Mika. After defeating the assassin, Raizo warns Mika that more assassins will come, and they will not stop until she is dead. Stepping out of the shadows, Raizo reveals himself to Mika, who recognizes him from Sabaton's security footage. Despite her surprise that Raizo saved her, she decides to trust him, and they leave together before more ninjas arrive. In the next flashback, Kiriko, having escaped, is pursued and captured by Lord Ozunu's disciples. She is tortured for her betrayal, and Lord Ozunu orders his top student, Takeshi, to execute her in front of all the other students as a warning. This brutal execution is meant to deter any others from attempting to escape the clan. Takashi, knowing that Raizo and Kiriko were close friends, maliciously smiles at Raizo as he drives a sword into Kiriko's heart. The flashback then moves forward, showing Raizo officially becoming an assassin ninja. He is sent on his first mission, where he faces a formidable target. After a fierce battle, he successfully kills the target and takes his gold watch. Lord Ozunu orders him to keep the watch as a reminder that he is now part of the legendary clan. Soon after, Ozunu commands Raizo to execute a fellow student who attempted to escape, much like Kiriko had before. Reminded of Kiriko's tragic fate, Raizo decides to turn against Ozunu and the other ninja assassins present. He severely wounds Ozunu's face, but despite his skills, Raizo is outnumbered by the highly trained ninjas. Gravely injured, Raizo falls from a building, but manages to survive. Determined, he vows to continue training and one day destroy the Ozunu clan. In the present, Raizo and Mika hide in a hotel. Raizo instructs Mika to clean herself without using soap and change her clothes. He then spreads cigarette smoke over her to mask her scent, as ninja assassins have an extraordinary sense of smell. Thinking Raizo wants revenge against the Ozunu clan, Mika contacts Ryan to arrange a meeting. They meet in a remote location, but Raizo senses something wrong and grows suspicious of Ryan. Soon after, Europol special forces surround and attack Raizo with a high-voltage shock, instantly paralyzing him. Ryan and the special forces take Raizo to a secret location for interrogation. Feeling betrayed, Mika confronts Ryan, who explains that he had no choice, as higher authorities ordered Raizo's capture to expose the Ozunu clan's involvement in high-profile assassinations. Despite this, Ryan reassures Mika that he will protect her and gives her a tracking device in case of danger. Mika later visits Rizzo, who is being monitored by Ryan and other agents. She informs him that Ryan is on their side and will help. However, Rizzo warns that it is too late, as the ninjas already know their location and are on their way. Mika tries to alert Ryan and the others, but they dismiss her concerns. Suddenly, the electricity goes out, plunging the area into darkness. Desperate, Mika rushes to free Rizzo while the troops, confused and unprepared for the darkness, struggle. An army of ninja assassins attacks the compound, massacring the soldiers. Mika manages to unlock Rizzo's handcuffs just before a ninja strikes him. Rizzo tells her to escape, while he battles the assassins. Despite being heavily injured, Rizzo manages to fend off several ninjas, thanks to his rigorous training. However, the ninjas keep arriving in greater numbers. Realizing the futility of fighting, Rizzo flees to save himself. Meanwhile, Mika, attempting to escape in her car, is attacked by ninjas throwing shurikens. Rizzo also finds himself in another intense battle on the streets of Berlin. Severely injured, he is about to be killed when Mika arrives and runs over the ninja, saving Rizzo. She takes him to an inn to hide, as Rizzo refuses to go to a hospital. Inside, they devise a plan. Rizzo asks Mika to hide while he surrenders to the Ozanu clan. Shortly after, Mika informs Ryan of their location, and Rizzo is captured and taken to the Ozanu clan's base. Using a secret healing technique, Rizzo prepares for the confrontation with his former mentor. Upon arrival at the clan's headquarters, Rizzo is brought before Lord Ozanu, who accuses him of betrayal and sentences him to death. However, Ozanu realizes that Rizzo has a tracking device implanted in his body, revealing that Mika and the Europol Special Forces are on their way to the secret headquarters. The Special Forces soon invade the clan's base, fully armed and prepared. They use powerful flares to illuminate the area, making it difficult for the ninjas to hide in the shadows. Mika frees Rizzo, and he engages in a deadly duel with Takashi, whose skills rival those of the clan leader. Fueled by his desire to avenge Kiriko, Rizzo overcomes Takashi in a brutal fight. Though seriously wounded, Rizzo faces Lord Ozanu in a final confrontation. Despite Ozanu's age, he easily counters Rizzo's attacks with precision. At one point, Ozanu paralyzes Rizzo and is about to deliver a killing blow when Mika arrives and shoots Ozanu, saving Rizzo. However, the enraged Ozanu disappears into the shadows. As Mika asks where he went, Ozanu reappears and stabs her. Rizzo, furious at seeing Mika's apparent death, channels his rage and uses a deadly technique involving shadow movement and high-speed attacks. Although he had never fully mastered this technique before, Rizzo manages to perfect it in the heat of battle and defeats Ozanu. Hearing Mika's heartbeat, Rizzo realizes she is still alive. He carries her out of the burning building. Outside, Ryan and the Europol forces successfully defeat the remaining ninjas. Rizzo explains that Mika survived because, like him, her heart is on the right side of her chest, which allowed her to survive Ozanu's fatal blow. As the special forces leave the destroyed clan headquarters, Rizzo stays behind and climbs the wall that Kiriko had once used to escape. At the top, he gazes at the mountains surrounding the area and finally breathes in the freedom that Kiriko had longed for. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have a nice day.